Students, in the previous video we have discussed the product of the matrices. Now we are going to discuss the properties of the multiplication of the matrices. The first point is commutative law. Commutative law. In the case of the matrices AB and BA, for the two matrices AB and BA can be equals to the product of AB, can be equals to the product of BA. It can also be possible that AB is not equals to BA. The third case can also be arises for the two matrices, the product for the two matrices A and B, the product AB can be possible, but the product BA do not exist. Do not exist. It means that the product of BA cannot be possible. BA cannot be possible. The three cases can be there in the case of the matrices for the two matrices. In the case of the two matrices, the three cases can be there. If A and B are the two matrices, then A, B may be equals to BA, AB may not be equals to BA. It can be also possible for the two matrices that AB product will be possible, but BA cannot be equal. BA, the product BA will not exist in this case. So we can say the general form, it may follow the commutative law or it may not follow the commutative law. This is the first point, commutative law. Associative law. Associative law holds between the three matrices. We are going to take the three matrices ABC in such a way that the product ABC can be possible. It means their product can be possible. Then what the associative law states here, AB product, first we are taking the product of AB and whatever the resultant is coming, we are multiplying to C. This can be equals to, this must be equals to ABC equals to A into BC. This is called the associative law. Distributive law. Distributive law. A plus B into C. The C will be distributed to A into C plus B into C. But do not change the position here. C is the post multiplication to A. C is post multiplication to A and C is post multiplication to B. These are the three properties: commutative law, associative law and distributive law. Multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. A into I is equals to I into A is equals to A. For any matrix, if you are multiplying by an identity matrix or any identity matrix we are multiplying by any matrix, then we will get the same matrix here. Let us consider an example. Let A equals to A, B, C, D. A is a 2 by 2 order matrix and we need to take identity matrix. Now there is a question here, what will be the order of identity matrix so the product AB can be possible? Definitely for the product AB, the column of the first matrix must be equals to row of the second matrix, then definitely it must be 2. Now the column can be anything, but there is also another criteria, A IA can also, the product IA is also equal. It means the IA product can be also possible. So IA product can also be possible. See, this is 2 by 2. Then definitely this is 2. Now here this is 2 by 2. Now here 2 is fixed. Now what must be there so the IA can be possible? So in this place there must be this and this must be same. So there must be 2 also. So I must be of the order 2 by 2. So 1 0 0 1. Find the product AI. If you will find AI, then the order will be also this is and this 2 and 2 are same, then 2 by 2 order. C Ij, 4 elements C11, C12, C21, C22. Now directly you can find here C11. C11, you need to take the first I means the row for the first matrix and J means column for the second matrix. The first element I is we have to take for the row for the first matrix and J we have to take column for the second matrix. Then which row? First row, first column. A into 1 plus B into 0, that is C A12. A12, first row, second column. A into 0 plus B into 1, that is B. A21, first, second row, first column. C into 1 plus B into 0. C22, second row, second column. C into 0, A into 1, that is equals to 2. Now if you will find AI, then AI we are getting A, B, C, D. You will see here AI is equals to A. A is your ABCD and AI also equals to ABCD. Similarly, if you will find here I into A, you will also get A, B, C, D. Now thus we can state the result here. AI is equals to I into A equals to A. This is called the properties of the multiplication and this is also known as the properties of the identity matrix. For any matrix, if you will multiply by identity matrix or if you are multiplying any matrix to identity matrix, you will always get the same matrix. Multiplicative identity. Properties of transpose of matrix. Transpose of matrices. The first property is there. A transpose, whole transpose, that is equals to A. A transpose, whole transpose. It means 2 times if you are just taking the transpose of a matrix, then we will get the same matrix. Example, A is equals to 1 to AB. Find A transpose, that will be equals to 1 to AB. Again find the A transpose, whole transpose. Then again 1 to AB. Then we see here A transpose, whole transpose. We are getting here the A there. This is a very simple result here. 2 times if you will transpose a square matrix, then we will get a same matrix. Not only square matrix, any matrix can be there. Second one, A plus of B, whole transpose, that can be written A transpose plus B transpose. This is also very simple. Proof is there. Let here A is equals to 0 to 1, 0. B is equals to 1, 3, 2, 4. What will be A transpose here? A transpose will be 0, 2, 1, 0. And B transpose will be equals to 1, 3, 2, 4. We need to prove here A plus B whole transpose. Find A plus B. A plus B. Corresponding elements will be added. 0 plus 1, 1. 2 plus 3, 5. 1 plus 2, 3. 0 plus 4, 4. See the LHS now. Now what is LHS here? A plus of B whole transpose. A plus B whole transpose. It means that 1, 5, 3, 4 whole transpose. That is equals to 1, 5, 3, 4. Now RHS. What is RHS? A transpose plus B transpose. A transpose we have already calculated 0, 1, 2, 0 plus B transpose. B transpose we have already calculated 1, 2, 3, 4. Now add this one. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 4 plus 0, 4. Can we say here that A plus B whole transpose equals to A dash A transpose plus B transpose? This is the result. This is the second proof. The third can be easily stated like this: A plus B whole transpose there. Now A minus B whole transpose there, then A transpose minus B transpose. This thing is the fourth one. AB transpose. Transpose is denoted by this sign, A transpose, or this can be also A transpose. AB transpose. The AB transpose, this is very important. What will be the result? This is your B transpose into A transpose. The orders are reversed here. B is taken first, A is taken the last. It means AB transpose is equals to B transpose into A transpose. This is for the two matrices. What will happen if you will take the three matrices A, B, C? Then that will be your order will be reversed. C transpose, B transpose and A transpose. This is very, very important point here. Just let us prove the first one. A is equals to 2, 0, 1, 2. B is equals to 1, 3, 2, 1. A transpose. What will be A transpose? 2, 0, 1, 2. What will be B transpose? 1, 3, 2. We need to find AB transpose. First of all, find AB. Can the product of EB will be possible here? Yes, because this 2 and 2 are same. Then the product EB will be possible and the order will be 2 by 2. Can be written A11, A12. Or C11 we have taken C11, C12, C21, C2. Now how can we find C11? How can we find C11 now? This is the product case here, C11. Can C11 be there? I and J. I we have to take for the first and J we have to take for the second matrix. It means the first row of the first matrix, first column of the second matrix. See, 2 into 1, 2 into 1 plus 0 into 2. That is equals to C12. C12. 2 into 3 plus 0 into 1. That is 6. C22. 2, 1 plus C21. 2, 1. 1 into 1 plus 2 into 2. 5. C22. 1 into 3 plus 2 into 1. That is equals to 5. It means that the product AB will be equals to 2, 6, 5, 5. And AB transpose will be equals to 2, 6, 5, 5 whole transpose. And that is 2, 6, 5, 5. Now, coming to the RHS part. The RHS is your B transpose into, this is your LHS, Now RHS is your B transpose into A transpose. What is B transpose? We have already B transpose there 2 by 2 order. 1, 2, 3, 1. And A transpose is also of the order 2 by 2. 2, 1, 0, 2. The product can be possible here because the first matrix column is equals to the second matrix row. And the product is given by, let us consider this is given by Cij and the order will be given by 2 by 2. So we have the value of the LHS. Now we are going to find the value of the RHS. What will be the C11 here? C11 between the first row and the first column. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 0. That is equals to 2. C12 first row, second column. 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 2. That is equals to 5. C21. C21 to second row and first column. 3 into 2. 3 into 2 plus 0 into 1. That is 6. C22. Second row, second column. 3 into 1 plus 1 into 2. That is equals to 5. Now find the value of the RHS. Actually the RHS we are getting B transpose A transpose, that is equals to 2, 5, 6, 5. You will see that the LHS and the RHS. LHS is equals to 2, 5, 6, 5. 2, 5, 6, 5. And the RHS we are also getting here 2, 5, 6, 5. Can we say the LHS is equals to the RHS here? So finally we are getting the result here. The result is your AB whole transpose equals to B transpose into A. This is the result for the transpose of the matrix. Now, this is for the two matrices. This is very important point. If you are taking the three matrices ABC whole transpose, then the order will be reversed. C transpose, B transpose and A transpose. This is called the properties of the transpose of a matrices. Now, today we have discussed the product of the two matrices, the properties of the multiplication and the properties of the transpose. One quick revision of just here. When the two matrices can be multiplied, the two matrices can be multiplied. If the column of the first matrix is equals to the row of the second matrix, then the product can be possible. And what are the properties of the matrices? The commutative law may hold between the two matrices or may not hold between the two matrices. But it follows the associative law, it follows the identity law. A into I equals to I into A, and that is equals to A. In the case of the properties of the transpose, if you will transpose the matrix 2 times, then you will get the same matrix. A plus B transpose equals to A transpose plus B transpose. A minus B transpose equals to A transpose minus B transpose. And the last, but the very important point, AB transpose equals to B transpose into the A transpose. Now moving to the next point. Very important point. For every square matrix which is symmetric, for every square matrix which is symmetric, prove that A plus A transpose is symmetric. What is the question? A is a square matrix which is symmetric. A is a square matrix which is symmetric. Then we have to prove here A plus A transpose is also symmetric. Second question, for every square matrix, prove that A minus A transpose is skew symmetric. Two very important questions are here. For a square matrix, if A is symmetric, then prove that A plus A transpose is symmetric. And if A is skew symmetric, then prove that A minus A transpose is skew symmetric. Let us prove the first one. The first point is that if A is symmetric, then we need to prove that A plus A transpose is also symmetric. Let here A plus A transpose is equals to another matrix B. Here the A is a matrix, A transpose will be also a matrix, and these two matrices we are adding, then definitely their order must be same. After adding, let this term is equals to B. Then what we have to prove? We have to prove that B is what? B is which kind of matrix? B is symmetric matrix. When the two matrices are said, when the matrices is said to be the symmetric, it means that if B is symmetric, then B is equals to B transpose. Putting the value of B, it can be A transpose equals to, it means A plus A transpose is equals to the whole transpose. Actually, we have to prove this one. If this is your symmetric, when this can be symmetric, only when if the B is equals to B transpose, we have just let that B equals to A plus A transpose, then just we are putting the value there. Now we have to actually prove that A plus A transpose equals to A plus A transpose whole transpose. Take from the RHS. What is your RHS? A plus A transpose is equals to A plus A transpose whole transpose. Can it be written like this? A transpose plus A transpose whole transpose. Just we have discussed in the previous section the properties of transpose. If the two matrices are there, A plus B whole transpose, then that is your A transpose plus of B transpose. So now, according to this result, this is the first matrix, this is the second matrix whole transpose, and the transpose of the first and the transpose of the second. Now it can be also written A transpose plus A transpose plus A transpose whole transpose. What is the meaning of A transpose plus whole transpose? We can say here A transpose plus whole transpose. Again the first number property, if you will transpose the matrix two times, then we will get the same matrix. And this is the same matrix. Can we say A transpose plus A? Can it be written A plus of A transpose? Again, remember the properties of addition. A plus of B can be written B plus of A, commutative law of addition. Then it can be written, and this is equals to the LHS. See, we have started from the RHS and we have taken the LHS. So we can say that A plus A transpose is which type of matrix? Symmetric matrix. Coming to the next point. Now, A plus A transpose is symmetric when A is a square matrix. Now, the second point, A minus A transpose is skew symmetric. Skew symmetric. A minus A transpose is skew symmetric. Plate here. A minus A transpose is equals to B. A minus A transpose equals to B. If B is skew symmetric, skew symmetric, then we can say that B is equals to negative of B transpose. B is equals to negative of B transpose. What is the value of B here? A minus A transpose and minus A minus A transpose whole transpose. Just we have kept the value of B here. B is equals to A minus A transpose, and instead of this B, A minus A transpose whole transpose. Take from the RHS. Now we are going to prove from the RHS. What is your RHS here? RHS actually minus of A minus A transpose whole transpose. Can we say A minus A transpose whole transpose? A minus, by the properties of the transpose, the two matrices whole transpose can be written A transpose minus A transpose whole transpose. Can it be written A transpose and minus of it? Two times we are transposing the same matrix, then it gives you the same matrix, minus then A minus A transpose. See, we have taken from the RHS and we are getting here LHS, so we are getting the same matrix A minus A transpose. So the two very important result we are getting, if A is a square matrix, then A plus A transpose is symmetric and A minus A transpose is skew symmetric. This is the proof for the both. Now the third very important point. Every square matrix can be written as, let A be a square matrix, and every square matrix can be written as the sum of symmetric and the skew symmetric matrix. Every square matrix can be written as sum of symmetric plus skew symmetric. Symmetric and skew symmetric. This is the theorem here. We prove that every square matrix can be written as the sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. What we have discussed previously, we have discussed that every square matrix, for a square matrix, A is equals to, for a square matrix, A plus of A transpose, that is said to be the symmetric, and A minus A transpose, that is equals to skew symmetric. Now what is the condition? Condition says here that we have to prove that every square matrix can be written as the sum of symmetric and the skew symmetric. How this can be proved? See here, can A be written twice into half of it, or it can be written half of twice it? The same thing, 2 and 2 will be cancelled and we will get the A here. Can it be written, 2A can be written A plus of A here? Can it be written A plus of A is there? We are adding transpose and subtracting the transpose. The same term can be added and the same term can be subtracted. This one and this one will be cancelled. A plus A equals to 2 will be here. Now can it be written half of A plus of A transpose multiplied by 1 by 2, half of A minus A transpose. What we have discussed, A plus A transpose. What is your A plus A transpose? We have proved A plus A transpose is symmetric. And this is the scalar quantity. A scalar quantity means simply all the elements will be multiplied. So it can be written symmetric. And A minus A transpose, that is your skew symmetry. Skew symmetry. So how A we have written? A actually we have written A is the sum of symmetric as well as the skew symmetric, where what is symmetric? Symmetric is equals to half of A plus A transpose, and here half of A minus A transpose. this is the very important theorem. The question will be asked to prove that every square matrix can be written as the sum of symmetric and the skew symmetric matrix. Just a minute.